Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Cryantics podcast. My name is Lane, and I'm here with Justin.
Hello, people.
And Eli.
Hello.
In our first podcast in person, which it'll sound a little bit better. Won't be people dropping out, dropping in, all that kinds of bullshit.
Yeah, that was bad.
Because when you listened to it, you pointed out a point in the video. I was like, yeah, that was kind of really, really bad.
Yeah, well, I texted Eli after. And he was like, yeah, Lane cut out too. And I was like, oh, good. So it wasn't just me. It was everything was. We just had to be quiet until it picked back.
When we recorded, I heard you drop out a few times, and I was like, well, maybe it'll just come back in because I didn't see you leave the Discord or anything, so I just kind of ignored it. But we're just good. Our podcast, we recorded every Saturday, releasing Monday. I'm aiming for 3 p.m. That's what I'm probably going to do for all our videos.
What time zone?
Oh, Eastern time zone. Thank you for pointing that out.
For the second week in a row.
Yeah, well, I'll get it down to a science eventually, hopefully. So we're going to just talk about a bunch of different topics, just whatever we bring to the table. And Eli, you wanted to start it off this week.
Oh, yeah. So I got a really...
You're going to start off with your dumb question?
Really dumb question.
I like dumb questions.
So I'll give you a little background.
Okay.
So I've been listening to a lot of Audible, and I was listening to a book called Zombie Fallout.
Okay.
And in the book, there's a vampire lady who can control the zombies. It's kind of weird. Really good books.
those
really
two things usually don't
weird.
match up. But
So in part of the book, she sucks all the blood out of 3 little kids in front of the mother. And it says that the necks were like still glistening, but with 2 holes.
Uh-huh.
So I was wondering, when a vampire sucks the blood,
Okay.
because it said that she stayed biting onto the neck the whole time.
Okay.
Does the blood suck through the teeth, or does
So the vampires...
This is actually a thought I've
Like,
actually
is
had
there
to
like a
question
little-
this myself.
is
So
there
is
like
the
a
question if
little hole in the
vampires
teeth?
suck things between their teeth, or
No,
just
through
like
the teeth?
through
Like,
the
is there,
teeth,
like,
or
a
just
little
like,
hole in the tooth that like sucks up all the blood, or
or it
like
would be like
'Cause
down?
Isn't that the same way that snake's venom works? Don't
Yeah,
they
they
protrude
come
out of the fangs?
Yeah, they do
So
come out of the
technically,
fangs.
like,
I thought
hollow
it was,
teeth?
because like if the fangs are still in there, it's
Have you ever tried Googling it?
No, I didn't want to Google it. 'Cause that'll ruin everything.
I would guess it's in the teeth because that just makes sense.
But it's never
It's
been
just
explained.
clean, but it's never. But whenever they pull away in the movies and
'Cause it's
everything,
not a real thing.
they're messy as fuck.
Yeah.
Like they hit the jugular and they're just like drenched in it. So like I don't know, it's not as clean.
Yeah,
so
so I
I'm
wasn't
starting to think
sure.
they have to like they just down it.
Because there are other
they just
ones
puncture
where,
and
like,
down it.
they find like the body and then they just see the 2 holes, no blood and all that.
I just Googled, do vampires suck blood from the teeth? And this first thing says, do vampire fangs act as straws?
Yeah, that's what it is.
I mean, I would guess the teeth.
That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure because
Well, where else would it
about
go if it's not the teeth? Down the
Down
throat?
the throat.
yeah, it's because they have
It's
their
just
mouth
it's just
latched
like a
onto
weapon.
it.
Well, then, isn't there like some vampire movies where they actually like put blood into a glass and they actually drink it with a straw?
Yeah, there's also vampire movies where their skin
Yeah,
turns
dude,
to
vampires-
diamonds. So
Vampire
Hey,
stuff
the
gets
Twilight
real weird
movies are
sometimes.
great.
They are good movies.
Me and you are the only ones that think that right here.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
people that think it.
Yeah, us and then a bunch of girls.
And there's a lot of guys that have seen it with their girlfriends. Hey, these aren't bad movies.
They're not movies I want to watch a lot, but I don't think they're bad movies. So what's your actual topic since
Right.
that's not your...
So, last week,
Yeah,
Facebook did a thing with it. They've been researching AIs a lot.
like everybody.
Yeah. But
Turing
they've been
effect.
real deep into it. Like, they've been spending a ton of money. Mark Zuckerberg is in love with this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they had 2 AIs start conversations with each other.
Oh, is this when they started making their own language?
Yes.
Oh, I did
So the
hear about
AI
this.
Conversated this whole entire time.
converse.
And then
It's conversed. It's
conversed,
okay.
conversated, fuck you.
I'll say a bunch of words wrong eventually,
Yeah.
too. It
And
was
they
I'll correct
conversed
all
the
of them.
entire time.
Yeah.
And then they started making up their own language as they go. Shorthand,
Mhm.
different things, all that other stuff.
Well, the whole
And
reason
they
we
were-
have computers is pretty much shorthand, so that part makes
No,
sense.
but theirs was like super
they
sophisticated shorthand.
turn into a rival bullshit.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then they immediately shut it down.
They
said-
have
they
that's
said,
like
these
the
things are getting way too smart. We cannot have this. And then,
How long did it take to get to that point?
not very long.
but
But
Like
it
one
was
dude,
like
one dude
nonstop.
goes to get a coffee break and he comes back and like the computer's
No,
not
I
responsive.
think they
and, like,
had people monitor it literally the entire time it was going.
probably
Mhm.
smart.
But I think it's just crazy. And then Mark Zuckerberg and the guy from Tesla are in like this huge fight.
Elon Musk?
Elon Musk saying that he should not be allowed to touch this AI stuff since he doesn't know what he's doing.
Who, Elon Musk?
Yeah.
Why?
So he says that Mark Zuckerberg has
No
no,
one should be
idea
able
what
to
he's
do-
getting into.
No one should be able to.
That's
do
like the number one like horror story when you think of AI, that they're just going to make their own language and just obliterate us.
But Elon Musk wants to have a thing where we can implant it into our brains or something,
it.
where
Nope.
we can conversate with AIs. and like learn. Fuck you. And learn and do all this other
Eventually
stuff.
he'll get it if you just point
I'm
it
an
every
engineering
time.
major, and I'm English. Leave me alone. But I just thought it was like the craziest thing.
It's fucked up that they would just, because I know it didn't take that long. Because when you said, I asked you what your topic was, you said AI's something or other. I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Now that you said the language thing, I was reading about that. It's fucked up.
It's fucked.
My question is, why do we even run that test?
Well, because
They want these AIs to be able to go off, like maybe to Mars or something.
Okay.
Like stuff
or to
like
just
that.
do stuff for us.
Yeah.
But then
And
isn't that
they learn.
Brainiac
Yeah, but
type
then they
shit?
constantly
Don't they
learn
come
and
back?
fix themselves, so there's no errors.
Mm.
But
It's-
I mean,
no,
it's,
well,
the
fuck-
humans
no,
are going
even
to end up
that's-
being the errors. So,
Because then you're gonna have that whole argument: of, is there other life on other planets? So like, then we're just gonna throw the super intelligent, self healing like AI program
yes.
out into
So,
space
no, or
to
we
then
could
fall
also,
into
we
the
could
hands
also
of a
send these
possible enemy?
AIs out there, and they can start building a civilization because they don't need air.
Why?
So that's
would we
like
want
another
them building
huge
a
thing.
civilization?
Well, because if they build,
Prep for us?
the theory
Well,
is
no,
if
we
they
can build
build a civilization,
We
then
can explore Mars
yeah.
more too.
and they can send like resources back and then shit like that.
or
Because
they
there's
just block us off right away.
there's no, as of right now, I don't think there's a way for us to get to other planets. I mean, we can go to Mars,
We can go to most planets. We slingshot ourselves off the gravity of each planet.
but wouldn't it take like years and years and
Yes,
Mhm.
and
to like leave our galaxy would take? I read it somewhere. I forget what it was. Just like a shit ton of years. Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But I mean, we can slingshot ourselves off gravities to stuff that are around us.
Mm-hmm.
But they're saying, what do you do about the resources after that?
I
It's it. Once those things are gone, they're fucking gone.
mean, AI are
What
going
do
to
you
be a
mean,
thing.
What's gone?
The ships, satellites, all that stuff. Like they have one that constantly sends.
Oh, once they send them out into orbit to another
yeah,
planet,
constantly
you're
sends
not getting them
pictures
back.
and stuff back. Like it did it of Jupiter's moons, Europa, and Io, and that thing's never coming back. It just sends us back images, and that's all we get.
Well,
But that's all it really should do. I don't know why we have to send such a sophisticated
Well,
AI
because
up
we
there.
want it to be able to double check things.
Plus,
Okay,
we have to-
We see this. Maybe we can swing over this way. and see
Wouldn't it be
something else.
more? I don't know. Wouldn't it just be better to send another one?
That's a lot
just
of
send-
fucking money. You
Like we haven't paid it?
I think NASA's like 1% of our budget in America.
do you want me to look it up?
And now it's going to be less than 1%.
I don't get why they're lowering that. It makes no sense.
It literally makes zero sense to me.
What do you think happens first? We fix the Earth, or we leave Earth, or we die? I guess that's the
Die.
third
We're-
option.
Die
They're
leave Earth.
gonna
nuclear
fix
stuff
it.
too.
They're gonna try leaving though. They're not gonna just like, okay, we're just gonna die on Earth. They're
Right.
gonna try one or the other. And I don't know. In theory, Neil deGrasse Tyson said that it's cheaper to fix Earth than to just go everyone
Yeah,
leave Earth.
Because all you have to do is you have to put limits on stuff. Get rid
Yeah.
of some of the pollution. We can put more chemicals that we need back into the air to help solve things and get rid of other stuff.
But that's never gonna.
No,
never-
because
Because
the thing is
100,000
that
people need to check off
we're
on
trying to bully countries right now that are revolutionizing themselves
Mhm.
to be like us, and now we're trying to say fuck you, you can't do that, but we already did it, so we really don't have the right to govern that. But that's what we're trying to do.
Well, we need to do something. I mean,
We
we're not
also
gonna
can't
see.
stop they're fucked.
We're not gonna see the end of.
Why?
China's like, they're so polluted and smog they can't even like see.
Really?
Yeah,
I did see like one.
They put a shutdown
Crazy
for
river.
a week to clear up some of the smog, and it was unbelievable.
Don't most people wear like the face masks
Yeah.
over there? Yeah,
Everyone wears the
I
face
saw like
masks,
the
so-
pictures of that, and I'm like, that can't be what everyone's
In-
doing over
in
there.
a
like
lot
how
of
you
places-
get to that point, you don't want to make a change.
Yeah, and a lot of the, well, they can't. That's where all their money and stuff comes from now.
Uh,
And a lot of the places, like the government has to provide medical attention for a lot of these, like asthma, eczema, and all that other shit, because the chemicals pollution is so bad over there that people catch it.
yeah. not a fan.
I don't think they're really gonna. I think that's why they want to make like aliens. It's not aliens. They
Yeah,
they
we're
want to
gonna
make
some
aliens. I think that's why they want to make AI and stuff though, so humans don't have to like go to work, and it won't. It'll be like a lot. I don't know, cheap. You
Yeah, but then
assume
humans
But then
gonna
wouldn't
do
there be more chemical emissions?
maybe.
More machinery, more AI, and then
Electrical based instead of gas based.
I
That's what we're
guess.
striving for.
like why
Did
don't we
you-
have like hydroelectric power has always been the thing where I'm like, why don't we utilize that more?
Why? I don't know why they don't use.
Expensive to build,
the-
but
The gas industry like pays so much money to these people to block everything.
Did you hear the thing that came out the other day that they were
like the fucking coal guy.
they
that-
Yeah.
they put in like they were trying to pass automation of trucks and they shut that down.
Immediately.
Yeah, and it makes no fucking sense other than I guess to save jobs, but Most jobs are going to go away eventually.
Yeah.
They just need to fucking get over
They're
it.
shutting down.
But there's going to be this wicked awkward phase where where more people are homeless than they are employed until we fucking figure out that
Well, do you
how
think
to rebuild the economy so that we can accommodate people not working and the other
like
maintenance and stuff.
a thing they're talking about now is universal income. Do you ever think there's going to be a universal income?
No.
We can't even get universal healthcare.
Well, for America they can't. They have it in other places. So I mean,
Canada.
eventually we might get it here. You would assume. They're going to have to do universal income sometime.
Yeah.
It's going to have to happen. Me and Louis were talking about this where I was saying how much is like the bare minimum amount that they could give someone that could live off of. I was saying like 10,000. He was saying like
What?
10,000 a year.
No, it's got to be way more than that.
Not
Food,
They'd have to
bills.
wipe out like loan debt and
Well, yeah, they'd have to get rid of that.
mortgages and shit
Well, yeah,
like
but in
that,
this
too,
in this
which
theory,
is not
of,
gonna happen.
in this is if like you didn't have to go to college or work or anything, so you wouldn't really have to go to school to learn.
So what is everyone given like?
I was just saying
Section
10.
8?
What?
Everyone would need like
You would-
permanent section.
I mean, how many people have Section 8 right now?
a lot, but how many people like?
The way I said 10,000, I explained it to him. I was like, I said him, Larry, and his brother and his sister-in-law. I was like, they'd all have to live together. They'd each get 10,000, so they'd have 40,000 a month, and then they could do it.
Yeah, what about like babies? They need diapers. They need formula. They need.
Well, aren't they working on a thing right now where they're gonna like be able to like make their? I mean, you'd still have babies and stuff, but aren't they gonna make it so like aren't they gonna be able to like genetically create their own babies? I forget what it's called. I was listening to it on Joe Rogan's
No,
podcast.
they're gonna get rid of diseases in babies and stuff.
Yeah,
like
but
that.
but once you get rid of diseases in like the embryo state, then people, if you could start messing around with that,
Genetically modified, they already shut that down though.
that's
you
gonna.
can't do it.
I
That's the
bet
thing.
no, because
It's
eventually
already
they.
banned right now.
Yeah, but eventually they're gonna start saving like the people that like are born with like diseases or like Down syndrome or anything like that. And then there's only a little bit of a change for making like so people make sure their babies aren't like gay or their babies aren't like I know I don't. There's nothing wrong with being.
Oh yeah, you got to be careful. With that.
There's nothing wrong with that, but there's people out there in the world that if that have gay children that are like.
It's in your genes. Something's wrong with it. Yeah.
Well, it probably is something in your genes, but there's people that have gay children that like disown them and all this fucking stuff, and it's fucked up, and I don't understand why it matters what what gender your kid likes, but
Well, then you can start changing eye color, hair color.
They're gonna
make
do
the
that.
perfect Baby.
they're gonna do
They
that.
stopped that though. They wouldn't
But
allow it.
eventually it's gonna get overwritten and it's gonna happen. I don't know. I know we got way off talking about AI, but
It all swings back in, I guess.
but eventually they're gonna make AI that they're gonna be doing all the work. You would assume.
Yeah, but they're also going to need population control.
Do you think?
Sounds bad, but
No.
we have so many people and we're growing at such an exponential rate.
That we're just
But
chewing up the
we can't
resources.
accommodate with resources and jobs and all that other stuff.
But how do you? I agree.
And it's usually my thing is it's
that-
usually the people that shouldn't necessarily be having the kids are having the kids,
Well, that's another point.
and the people that
A lot of
should
people-
aren't.
I have a great theory for that. I'll
Well,
say
a lot
that
of people-
after.
A lot of people say, it's going to sound bad. The dumber you are, the more likely you have kids at a younger age and the more kids you have. And people that are smarter have kids at a later stage in life.
Mhm.
and
Because
less
they know
of
they
them.
can support them.
People
Right.
nowadays are waiting longer though. Like our
Yeah,
generation is
because
waiting.
Everyone's working more.
Yeah.
They want to like get a future. But I was reading a book by Carl Sagan, and he said that same thing. They asked him, why do these people have so many kids in these third world countries?
hmm
They need more kids because kids die so young, and these kids can help them out at a later stage in their life
Mhm.
or do farm work and all that other stuff. But then the people that get these degrees and all that other stuff, they wait so long so they can continue with their work, and then they'll eventually have 1 or 2 kids later in life.
I feel this is gonna sound fucked up too, but there should be like a way I feel like in America, at least just in America, you should have to make a certain amount of money before you can have a kid,
Agreed.
and that would
Or
probably
at least pass some sort of like state mandated like test or like.
a test is kind of weird.
Yeah.
But
I
I
like I know, but like I don't know.
But I feel like
Be
between
smart
like
and not be good at tests.
because like some people like
or just just go with like a psychologist and be like, are these fit parents?
well, there's a thing that came out a few weeks ago. Where was it? Arkansas, where like you can't have an abortion now without having the dad's.
Yeah.
Like I think
I think it was Alabama.
people disagree with me, but I think that's fucking great. Like if you get raped or like
Yeah.
something like that happens or a
something.
disease or it'll kill you. Like
Well,
yeah,
no, they said you had. It was. I read it. You have to if you're getting an abortion after getting raped, you have to get the consent.
That's fucked up.
Yeah,
I don't agree
that's
with that.
I read that and I was like, that's one of the most fucked up.
But I
things
argued
I've
with a
ever
bunch of like girls that were like, it's the girl's body. They should be able to decide the kid. I was like, but what if I had like, what if I get a girl pregnant and then she doesn't want the kid, but I want the kid? I mean, it still is her
She still
body,
That's one of those.
Popping it
That's
out.
that gray line.
but like it still
And it chews up 9
it
months
still
of her.
puts
It
sex.
just goes back to the pro-life, pro-choice.
Yeah, but
thing.
when a girl gets to decide whether to keep or get rid of the kid, that means you're putting the girl getting pregnant completely on the guy, because he doesn't get to decide if he wants the kid or not. So if he gets you pregnant, it's like you can keep the kid or you can't keep the kid. So you're just putting the person. Pretty much the girl's not at fault at all.
Who has to carry the kid
Yeah,
gets to decide.
but what I'm saying is that say you got a girl pregnant, you want the kid, she doesn't want the kid, so she's like, I'm gonna get an abortion. So she gets to decide. So her having sex, I forget how I worded it with Louis, but it pretty much you get no say. You get her pregnant, and then you have no say, which is fucked up. I know it's still her.
It is kind of fucked up.
It's weird. I argued with a girl.
If you want the kid, I can understand that.
I argued with a girl that was like, well, dads aren't good parents by themselves. I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's not right. That's not right.
That's fucked.
I was like, there's plenty of, like, my dad just raised me by myself.
Single parents.
My fucking mom's worse than my dad. Like, fuck you. What are you talking about? It's just fucking weird. I forget how we got there too, but there should be like a money. I feel like between both parents, there should be like a certain amount of money to raise a kid. Because Louis always tells me, he's like, kids are so fucking much money. And
Yeah, but then they just run it down.
So expensive.
But then they just run it down the food chain of like, oh, then I should be getting paid more, and
yeah, that's
the
true.
wage gap and all this other shit. It's just like you're talking about universal healthcare. Like I don't think we're gonna get universal healthcare until we have universal like decisions, and we're never gonna have.
Well,
it.
The real problem is that people aren't as educated as they need to be.
Mm-hmm.
We have people that just don't care.
It's because school starts you off with a fucking.
Talking to this part of the mic. Move over to the left. No, other way. There you go. And when you moved it a little bit, I was like,
My bad.
Do you think it's weird that like all of America is just ruled by one person? Like, just granted,
Well, he doesn't necessarily get full say in everything.
he doesn't get full say, but
we can shut down.
What I think
a
is
lot
the
of people
president
can shut
shouldn't
down
have
stuff.
a Twitter while in office.
No, especially if he's gonna say as dumb shit as he does.
that's how he got elected. I don't really want to talk about Trump. That's what it is.
I don't remember
either.
Barack
We should get
Obama.
Yeah, there's a
Did he?
presidential Twitter. It's like called like POTUS. Yeah, POTUS
and
something.
it's probably mandated by
President
like
of the United States.
by a lot of people
See,
before he sends something out.
It's
right?
bad what he says, but I think it's good at the same time because he can just say, I don't like.
It's not good that he can say whatever the fuck he wants.
I disagree.
Are you kidding me?
The last one almost sent us to war.
What the transgender thing? Is that what you're talking about?
That's gonna set a civil war in our own
Did you
country.
read? He sent two tweets out about banning the transgender people in the military.
I understand why.
And the first one he sent was like, "This isn't going to be a popular thing." Something. Then he cut it off, and then he waited 10 minutes, and they thought we were going to war in those 10 minutes. And it's like, in that case, I can agree, but at the same time, I don't get why the president has to be so secretive. I don't understand why we have a president. It's kind of weird.
Because we have
We need a
secrets.
figurehead.
You don't really. I guess.
With
a
FBI
figurehead
and the
to be
CIA,
another
they're all
figurehead.
clandestine.
I guess you kind of need a figurehead, but how they decide everything, I know there's probably no good way to decide on things between 300 million people in America, but you could probably find something.
Like what?
There has to be a way to vote on things.
Right now, everyone's so diversified. It's unbelievable.
I guess, but I feel like a president, like I understand why we had a president to begin with, because it started years ago before we had like the internet and all this fucking shit.
Right.
And now we're at a point where you don't need a president.
Why the fuck does Britain still have a queen?
That's a valid question.
Royal family.
That's fucked up too. It's just Prince
They do
Charles is
nothing
just
but
born
hate.
and just you're.
Fill these pockets, bitch.
Imagine if you were born into the royalty part of Britain.
That'd be fucking great.
That'd be
Do
the fucking
nothing.
best thing in the world.
Your life is set.
So and all that
People
happens.
love the queen.
When you're
I don't think
president,
she
your
does
life is
anything.
set too. After you get fucking paid.
Yeah, but you have to earn
get
president.
there,
Yeah.
Oh no.
But I'm just saying, when you're royalty, you're just born
You
fucking.
see
How many years
people have
did
been
Trump run
assassinated as our
before he
president?
became president? What?
See how many people have been assassinated as our presidents? It's been quite a few.
Is it double digits?
I don't know.
don't
I'm
think
not
so.
a history major, so I don't give a shit. About
But,
it. But I know it's
you
quite a
brought-
few.
brought it up.
JFK. Wasn't Lincoln assassinated?
Yeah.
Yep. I know there was a couple more.
I think there's like one or two more.
Yeah.
I don't.
But still.
I'm probably completely wrong. I have no clue. I'm surprised. I don't even really want to talk. I'm surprised Trump hasn't gotten assassinated yet. But
Did you see he doesn't want to leave? He
can't-
doesn't want to stay in the White House because he said it's trash.
I think he just says things just to say
do you
things.
think he says things just to piss people off on purpose to keep buzz going about him? So people are constantly talking about him.
People call him the dumbest president we ever had. I think he's okay. He's not the smartest, like knowing things wise, but he's the smartest of how to get elected.
Oh yeah, how to get elected?
Fucking-
absolutely.
Well, it's also because of who he went up against.
That's true too. But if you, why are we talking politics? But if you think back to the election, if I was like, "What's one thing about Hillary Clinton?" You'd be like the emails or whatever. But if you're like,
Yeah, which everyone knew about. Like I don't know.
like I don't.
People just latch onto one aspect of somebody and then.
But not with Trump
then
though.
they
What
just
Trump
vote.
did is that every other day there was just a different news story.
Oh, yeah.
It was fucking
people
genius.
were constantly talking about him.
Yeah, which that
was
part's
his
that
thing.
part's smart, but I don't know. At the same time, I think he's being selfish. I think he's just using these 4 years to.
I think he's gonna be in there 8 years.
Honestly,
If they can't put up a better fucking delegate to run against him
the
in 4
problem
years,
is that people like the way he says shit. That
Him
he doesn't
being-
care. My neighbor loves him because he just says whatever's on his mind.
That's the only thing I do like about him. Everything else is just dumb. But like,
Has he done anything? I don't. Really
he tries
care.
doing things, but then it doesn't really pass.
Yeah.
Let's
He's
move
done
on to
nothing
something.
major.
Let's
Okay.
move on to something else. I don't really want to talk about politics.
yeah, we're feeding into his fucking
Do you?
plan.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have anything else you want to say about AI? We kind of just went completely
Oh,
off topic.
Before we got off topic,
Uh-huh.
do you think the Tesla guy? I keep forgetting. his
Elon
name.
Musk?
Elon Musk has a right to tell Mark Zuckerberg that he shouldn't be messing with AI.
Not as
But
a
he's
command,
messing
but
with it,
for
trying
sure.
to put stuff in people's heads.
Elon Musk is more like he tries to. I feel this probably isn't true
But
at all.
the thing is that if Mark Zuckerberg is doing this, he must have a group of geniuses around him that are actually doing it.
Yeah, but I wonder. He also, I guess, Elon Musk owns Tesla. I was gonna say, I feel like Facebook's more open because since he owns Facebook, I
Right.
feel like he's more open to getting like not bribes maybe, but like paid off by sponsorships and stuff. Well, isn't that like the big problem with big businesses? They just assume that they're like trying to pay off the government so that they like pass certain laws or
To
shit
help
like
them
that.
out, yeah.
To help them out. Not saying that's what Zuckerberg would do, but everything Elon Musk does pretty much is to better the world.
Right.
That's like all he uses his time on.
I mean, if he's going to do that, we can communicate with AIs. Does he have a right to say
No, he
Mark
doesn't have a right to
Zuckerberg?
say it, but at the same time,
'Cause that's his thing. He's been bashing him.
does he say, did you read why he has a problem with Zuckerberg doing it?
For what do you mean?
Like, didn't he has a problem with Zuckerberg doing the AI thing and or shutting it down? He probably has like a legitimate
No,
reason.
he wanted him to shut it
Oh,
down.
he wanted him to shut it down?
Yeah.
I didn't
he
think.
said he never should have been touching it in the first place.
Is this showing us how to play Rocket League?
How to fly, as if we need more of them.
No, he doesn't. I mean, no one has a right to tell anyone to do anything in America, pretty
So
much.
He does all this innovative stuff, but
It's dumb. I
Is he
guess.
actually like telling them, or is he just like
Oh, no, he's-
forewarning them?
he's been like saying you shouldn't be touching this stuff. Like, you don't know what you're doing.
I don't know. I'm sure he has some other information that we don't know about.
He probably does. Or he has to have a good reason. He's probably not
Yeah,
just
but, I
like,
mean, he's not going to tell us,
He's going
like,
to spy at Facebook.
hey, I've done all this work.
yeah.
We know what happens when these two AIs get out of control, but I can't tell the public this.
I mean, shutting it down's a good idea.
No, it's a great idea.
I don't know. At the same time, I guess they don't know because they use a language we didn't understand, right?
It was their way of shorthanding everything.
You have to shut that down so that the world
That's
doesn't
gonna
freak
get out
out.
of control.
I can't imagine. Like,
It's cool, but that's gonna fucking blow back on us so bad.
But at the same time, there's probably scientists out there that are like, we should probably try to figure out what the fuck they were saying.
yeah, and then the fucking
Like,
Terminator shit
they should.
happens, and
What, Skynet?
Ultron?
Ultron goes flying out of the fucking sky.
It's fucked up. I don't get it.
Robot. They learn too much.
I didn't see I Am Robot. I always get I Am Robot with what's the other Will Smith
I Am
movie?
Legend.
I Am Legend. I always get confused with that, even though it's nothing like.
No, but they're good movies. Both of them really good movies.
I like I Am Legend, but I Am Robot, I don't know anything
I Am
about.
Robot's a good movie. It's not bad.
Had Shia LaBeouf.
What, Robot?
Yeah.
I was gonna say Legend does. I don't remember Shia LaBeouf just showing up there. So you want to go to talk about Boston Comic Con or my topic
I
next?
thought you were going in the middle.
I'll go in the middle then. So how do you guys hear? Do you know about Michelle Carter?
Yes.
How-
I don't.
Okay,
I've seen people talking about
she had a
it.
boyfriend, and that she kept this is what the story came out at first. He kept texting him that he wanted to kill himself. He attempted to kill himself twice. He failed. And then he still wanted to do it, obviously, because he wasn't all there in his head, obviously. So they were boyfriend, girlfriend, which makes no sense because eventually he killed himself and she egged him to kill, not egged him. Would you call it egging him on? It was pretty much
she was kind of convincing him, like
she threw a bunch of eggs at him.
That would
like
be
your
the
parents
final
will be
straw.
happy if you do this.
Yeah,
Everyone
like
will
your
be
parents
happy.
won't mind
Yeah,
that
she
much.
egged him on.
And
Yeah,
yes and no, but
it's not really egging him on. It's kind of like
it's pushing him to the.
expediting
I guess it is egging him on in a way. Like if you were gonna put a word to it, I guess it would be egging it on. But it wasn't like I don't. What
like
would you call it?
Cultish. What do you call those people that convince people in the cults? There's a specific word. I can't.
I guess it was
Maybe it's like
persuasive.
the story is that she wanted
him to kill himself.
The story is she wanted to be like the grieving girlfriend that had the boyfriend that killed himself. So for what
purpose?
For like,
does she have a business plan?
Who the
I don't.
fuck?
Just,
No,
they were in
some
high
people are
school, so she
weirdos.
just wanted to be like the grieving girlfriend in high school. So she
Wait,
egged.
they were high schools.
Oh yeah, they're young. You
Oh,
wanna see
They-
what
they were
it's
like, yeah.
No, I'm okay.
but they were like
She
seven.
looks like an orange is the new black.
She's fucking.
type
She
person.
looks like a fucking crazy person. But
Yeah, she really does.
he like was saying like, oh, I'm gonna kill myself and all this stuff. And then eventually, the night that he was gonna go kill himself, his plan was to put a generator in the car, like into the car, to just like fill it up with carbon monoxide, dioxide, one of the carbons,
because he didn't have a hose.
something like that. So he was gonna do that and kill himself. So he started doing it, and then he last second he's like, I don't want to do this. Gets out, texts her, and she's like, did you do it? And he's like, no, I didn't do it. I backed out.
She's like, I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I'm disappointed.
Your family's gonna be disappointed.
She's like, you want to do this, just do it, blah, blah, blah. So he eventually does it. They find the text. So this past week, she got sentenced to, I think, 15 months in jail.
That's not enough.
I disagree. I think it's too much. This is what I wanted to talk about.
What?
What did she
She's
do?
fucking tapped in the head.
But what did she break? She got 15 months for involuntary manslaughter.
Okay.
How is that involuntary? This is probably why.
So, all right,
more voluntary
So she's young.
manslaughter.
She's young, right?
She didn't do anything, though.
She's fucking convinced.
She just said words. But this is where it's going to go off the deep end and where my
God. Do you know who else said a lot of words? Hitler. Exactly.
But how many times on Xbox?
She looks like a fucking supervillain.
She is crazy.
Okay, well, that's not part of the argument.
Before I say anything, what she did's fucked up. I agree with that. It's harassing.
fucked up.
It's harassing. It's bullying. But it's not involuntary
to kill himself. It goes over bullying.
How many times on Xbox on Twitter or on anything have you seen, or YouTube comments have they been like, so and so, kill yourself?
I get told to go kill myself every time I kill somebody in CS:GO.
Exactly. So what she did's fucked up, but I don't get. I feel like putting her in jail for saying words is just like taking the First Commandment and just fucking
amendment.
Right? Commandment. What's
I was gonna say I knew it was amendment.
amendment? Just taking it, crumpling it up, and just throwing it away. Just taking it.
That's abusing it.
It's fucked up. I agree.
No, I mean, it is an amendment. It is free speech. Yeah.
Because
We
she's gonna
let people have their freedom of speech when it's hate.
Well, I
if
mean,
she wants to tell somebody, you know.
No,
I agree with you.
Here's my question: if a parent took their little 2-year-old kid to the edge of a cliff and just pointed them in the direction of the cliff, and the kid fell off and died, what would you rule that?
But
Yeah, what if
I
she
think
told
that's
her- what if she
different,
told the
though.
kid to jump?
Why? It's the same susceptible mindset.
I think she should get something, but not for involuntary manslaughter.
Was there psychological evaluations of
So-
the kid prior? Did he go to a
He tried to kill himself and failed twice.
Okay, so
and
that's
he's been in hospitals and stuff like that. And before he killed himself, this is what I find so fucked up, and people just overlook it because it's his parents. The parents found Google searches on his computer saying how to kill myself. They didn't do a goddamn thing.
How did they prove that?
You can go into the history and stuff.
I know how a parent can find it, but how did somebody find proof that the parents had proof?
They said that.
Yeah.
They admitted to it.
Parents admitted that they knew about it.
And they just, no one's going to question them.
Do you push half blame to the parents too?
Well,
or?
what if the parents talk to him about it or something?
Well,
do what you can.
Granted, none of us are parents, but I feel like if I had a kid who tried to commit suicide twice, and then I found Google searches of how to kill myself, that kid would be on I would be calling that kid every hour of the day and being like, where are you? Or you'd be checked into a mental hospital real quick. But granted, I guess what I say doesn't matter because I don't have a kid. So I'm sure those people
it could change.
Those people are probably trying to ease their kid back into society and trying to be a regular kid. But he had access to keys to drive a car and just maybe they did ease him to a point where they're like, okay, we trust you enough to take the keys.
Well, that's what I was
but
gonna say. Maybe they did put him on lockdown for a while, and then he was normal, like he went back to normal behavior, like a normal kid, and then they're like, okay, maybe we can start getting him back into what he's doing.
Or did they have the money to pay for the therapy?
Maybe
that goes back to our other issue.
Maybe not, but I feel like
because like businesses give you like 5 free EAP fucking things like every year, just sessions.
I mean, you might be right. They might not have had money for it.
But then like therapy after that is like what, like $100.
It's probably expensive.
It's probably wicked expensive.
But don't you think if you had a kid that committed suicide twice, you'd like check on him a lot? Granted, I think he was 18 or 17 or something, so maybe I would be checking on my kids so fucking much.
But I mean, he's an adult now.
He is an adult, I guess, but you're still living at home.
Yeah.
At some point, like he still lived at home. If he didn't live at home and then he killed himself, like
but
maybe they.
But then you got to factor in like what happened the first 2 times too. Like, did they bring it up to him and he ended up like pushing them away and didn't get the help
that's true.
They needed to, and they were afraid that was going to happen.
I just with this whole thing, like, I feel like he should go to, or she should go to jail for bullying, or her
in a relationship.
That's what I never understood.
Snuff that out.
I never understood the boyfriend though. It was like he was his girlfriend. I was like, she was trying to tell him to kill himself. They weren't dating. Yeah. Like I just don't understand it. And then like she should get. I keep saying she should get jail time for bullying or harassing or something along those lines. But saying that she helped him kill himself, I just don't. I don't agree with it.
So what do you do with other like social platforms if someone writes a comment, "Go kill yourself," or on Xbox tells you to go kill yourself? Do you start like?
Well, that's what I think that's might cause, like, because she's gonna get appealed, and I heard it might go to Supreme Court. So if it goes to, there's been other instances of this where it got shot down, so she's probably not gonna spend any time in jail. But if it's somehow this gets passed in Congress, like he goes to jail, that's gonna open up just like a huge bag of worms or whatever the hell. That's can of worms, bag of worms, whatever. Bags are bigger than cans.
You take on a Saturday fishing trip.
No, but it's gonna like, because then say I tell Eli to kill himself right now. Say, Eli, go home and hang yourself.
I think I have a couple of those text messages.
Yeah, context. I don't know. Context is important, I guess.
I guess.
And it's so impossible. But then the more context you add, the more there's not like legal documentation or precedent.
But it also it's a thing where like if me and Eli are out on the street and I told him to kill himself and he goes home and does it and kills himself, there's no way to prove I did it. But since they have the proof on the text. Right. It's just because social media and texting and all this fucking technology we have just fucking opens it up to just like a weird world.
Well, this just happened too,
right? The kid's committing suicide was like a few months ago, I think. Yeah. But the judgment was. Yeah.
She doesn't watch enough TV. She doesn't know to delete the text.
I don't know what.
If you delete them, your
I think
cell phone company has a record of everything.
Yeah, they can probably get to it.
But they only get to it if
something,
like
yeah.
Document it.
But then again, I'm sure the parents knew they were dating, so they're probably like, "Oh, did you know?" or whatever. Or
yeah, but she could have been the sweetest fucking kid when she came over for dinner or something.
Do you see the eyes on that fucking girl? It looks like she's gonna fucking kill herself.
You mean there hasn't been a psychopath that like has hit it before?
No, there has been, but I'm just saying that like she looks fucking out of her mind.
Look at how far Norman Bates got. Like, granted, he's fictional, but
that's not a good example if it's not real. But I just wanted to get you guys' opinion if you think she should get jail time.
She should get jail time.
So when I said that at the beginning, maybe you guys are like, you don't think she gets anything. She definitely deserves something. But what she got jail time for, I just find so fucked up.
It's less than 2 years.
It is, but it's 2 years for saying words.
Words that
cause very, very hurtful words. Yeah. The kid was gonna make it out, apparently.
This isn't an argument. This isn't an argument you can prove.
But then he goes back.
He was gonna kill himself sometime. If you tried twice and you want to do it a third time, and this is what I also argued.
It's highly likely. It's not a guarantee.
They had more text come out from the judgment since it's like some more stuff came out. I don't know if I said it to you, Eli, or Justin, but I said it to the other Justin where I was like, I can't imagine when they started dating, he was just like, I'm going to kill myself. And she was just like, all right, go on your fucking way. I don't care. So it came out that the first time he brought up that he was going to kill himself, she was like, can you please go get help? Like, can we, I'll go with you. We'll talk to your parents. We'll go see a therapist, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I made up my mind. And she's like, I'm just not going to talk to you for a while. And then like they eventually started talking again. He's like, I'm really going to do this. And she's like, can we just please talk to your parents? And like, we'll just get this worked out. Like, it's not as bad as it seems. And then like, he's like, no, I'm not going to do that. And then like, eventually it just like, he just kept going on and on.
Do you think it got to the point where she thinks it's like, the kid cries wolf? And then
I know. I think it got to a point where she's just like, he's going to do it either way. Like,
Well,
I
I don't argue the point where like maybe I don't want to, but what if she was like, this kid's full of shit. He's looking for the attention. I don't want to deal with this anymore.
But like, I don't know. I see what you're saying, but at the same time, why wouldn't you like distance yourself or at least make some sort of like paper trail?
No,
like,
it's
where you made an effort with some.
It's like if
specialized person that like knew how to deal with this.
If either of you were like, I'm gonna kill myself, I'd probably be like, you should probably like. Our friend Will that lives across the street, he would always be like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and I'd be like, think about your mom. Like, his dad's an asshole, so I was like, just think of your mom. Your mom's really like sweet and all this stuff. I would say that over and over and over and over again. Right. And then one morning I was like, you know what? Just do it. And I just signed off. And I was like, and he never brought it up again. And I was just like, if you're going to be, not to me, maybe he did to you.
That last one, we were tag teaming it.
No, was that the time I just told him just to do it?
You probably did that multiple times.
No, I only did that once. Just one time. I was just
in jail.
I was just like, if you're gonna be like a fucking baby about this and not think about your friends and your family and whatever, just like, I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah, he was doing it for attention, honestly.
Oh yeah, he was definitely doing it for attention. That's why I was just like, just fucking.
And I didn't say anything. I just said the thing that he wanted to hear, and then I like signed off, and I was like, you know what.
But there's only like I would just stop talking to the person. Like, like I don't talk to him anymore. Like I was just like, I'm not gonna deal with you trying to get attention by saying you're gonna kill yourself. Like there's only so many times someone can be like, I'm gonna like. We might joke around and be dickheads to each other, but like I'd actually miss you if you fucking just killed yourself. Like you, Eli, if you killed yourself, I fucking hate you, but I'd miss you.
I was gonna bring that up. He does tell me to kill myself all the time.
I don't mean it. Like I guess there's difference from meaning it and not meaning, but it's just fucking like it's weird that she could get jail time just for free speech, I guess is the best way to put it. I don't know how you put people in jail for that. I'm guessing there's probably like a loophole or something where they can figure out a way to do it.
A certain point.
Yeah. I don't know. I just wanted you guys' opinion on it, just whether you think she deserves jail time for that.
She does deserve jail
time. She definitely, because most of the people are saying like she deserves more jail time for what she did for like involuntary manslaughter.
But that's the same thing.
That's
the same thing.
Once
people
you
don't
hit
have
that
all the
point
info.
with somebody else though, like, okay, we're gonna give her max. When do you got to do it for other cases like this? And
I know
it's a gray line where you have to.
That's weird.
There's so many variables that
you have to like
crazy.
really know about the law to get that one down.
That's true. So you want to move on to another topic?
Boston
on a lighter note.
I just wanted to get your. I mean, I just want to cover topics that I argued with Louis about this for like an hour probably the other day during work, and I was like, I wonder what they think about it because I know people just think because I started off by saying I don't think she deserves any jail time. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about? But let's move on to something else. So you want to talk about Boston Comic Con?
Yeah, next week's Boston Comic Con. So I just kind of wanted to talk about like who's going. Do we think we're going? What do we like about the cons? I've been to 2.
I've been to 1.
One was good. One was a nightmare.
I didn't go with you when you went to the night. Do you think when we went to Rhode Island on the Friday it was bad?
Well, they did kind of fuck me over.
Oh,
I went there. I went there like trying to thread the needle to see Katie Cassidy, and like it was a convention center with 2 different buildings, and then like a sky bridge in between, and you couldn't really go out and go back in, so you had to like. Oh my god! So they told us
ruin his computer.
They told us that photo ops were on this building, and then there were like multiple floors. It was like basically just an amphitheater type thing, like a giant circle with a bunch of floors. And I'm like, I don't know where it is. So we found it in the basement, and then they're like, oh no, she's not here. I'm like, okay, oh yeah, where is she? She's in the other building. Great.
Didn't we go to like the smaller one with all the pictures first, and then they're like, go to the
we went back.
Go to the other one, and then they're like, oh no, go back over there.
We started one, went to another, had to go back.
Yeah.
So
I guess that's a good point. But your second day at the Rhode Island Comic Con, that's where you.
Because I'm pretty sure they did like a favor for somebody that had like it was probably like a wedding photography studio, and they're like, oh yeah, we can handle Rhode Island Comic Con,
no problem.
So basically, we went there. I went there trying to see Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman. Didn't happen because she was she was in like the big arena. They had the big like stadium where they played like the basketball game. That's where they had Stanley, her. I don't forget who the fuck else was over there. Probably some Walking Dead person.
Negan.
He was there.
Yeah.
So they had that, and then I was like, all right, I guess I'll take a picture with like Summer Glau from Firefly and Arrow, and then my sister was like, oh, I'll get it with Ward from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and we were like, cool. So I ended up not doing the Summer Glau thing. So she got her picture with him, and like the thing is, you're supposed to go in there, you have a time slot, you go to line, you wait in line, the line starts moving, it goes boom, 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 picture. While you're walking out, you get your picture and you like sign out and you're gone, and you can keep enjoying the con. This one was like get a picture, wait, wait. We're going to put everyone's pictures on the table, and there's just a huge fucking, like,
fucking
horde of people waiting for their pictures. You got grubby hands on all fucking pictures.
I remember you texted me.
Rips.
I remember you texted me, like, this is the fucking worst.
Yeah, I was just sitting in the fucking corner, like, just watching.
Terrible.
And
So
then, it was like
amateur photographers.
yeah,
probably?
yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, there's no way they're going to do that
I think
again.
their system went down temporarily because, like, they started, like, pumping out the pictures at a certain point, but it skipped, like, a whole 45-minute section.
I think that.
So
that
they
does
like
that,
made my
every
sister have to
con.
go back through line just to request them to find the picture on their database and reprint it for her.
Wow,
So it was like a 4-hour process.
that's.
And I was like, for a fucking picture, because I had gone to Boston Comic Con 3 months prior,
Mhm.
and I got 3 of them, and it was flawless.
I feel like that happens at some of these because when I went to Anime Boston, I didn't buy my ticket until that morning.
That was another
Me
one.
too.
Which was
He
dumb.
got his ticket day of. I ordered mine. He got his first.
For us at Anime
How?
Boston, the system fucked up,
Ugh.
and it was Louis waited
That
with
was
me.
so
And he bought his
funny.
ticket before. It was a 6-hour wait for me to get my ticket.
Fuck that.
That's unreal.
It sucked.
I wasn't planning on going to the Boston Comic Con, but now I kind of want to see Barbara Dunkelman and Jessica Negri.
Definitely.
Well,
Want to
Negri has a photo. Oh, I'm assuming there's no information right now about autographs, but usually
I have the website.
that. I know they have a map.
She's
with a layout.
really cool. I follow her on Instagram a lot. She's really cool. She does meetups. People can come talk to her.
What
People,
if you like tweet her? She'll meet up. At
well,
a
no,
certain-
she'll do
No,
like,
she- yeah, she-
sometimes she does like a
Isn't she like
Specific
tweet out
meetup.
like meet me here?
She'll be like,
Okay.
"Oh, I'm gonna be here for a little while.
Yeah,
Come
she's
meet me,
awesome.
say hi."
Yeah.
She's really good with her fans, so I know that because I've seen like a lot of people that haven't gotten the chance to get a picture with her or something because it shut down, and then
This website sucks.
Still meet up with some of them. Yeah, it does.
Because the Rhode Island Comic Con one has like the prices for all the picture ops and stuff like that. Does
you
this
just
have
to
it?
go to.
Do I click on them?
No,
Oh,
it's like shop.
oh no, I can just click on them.
Oh,
Huh.
well, you could do that. That's easier. But they also have a photo op page.
Does it?
that just has
how
all
much
the-
you think Barbara Dunkelman is?
She's not by herself. She's with a group. She's with the whole Ruby group.
Oh.
So that's the thing. We're like,
Oh, no,
Katie Cassidy's
20
only
bucks for a
40
selfie.
bucks. Katie Cassidy was only
yeah,
40
which probably
bucks.
has to be at the table.
Maybe.
Or you have to do the awkward thing where you're like, "Sorry, girls, I'm only here for Barbara." Which is,
I mean,
that's another thing you got to bring into these cons. Is
Well, I mean,
like
you got
meeting
Lindsay.
your heroes. That's really fucking awkward.
A lot of those girls I would take a picture with. They're cool.
like
I
this,
don't know the other 3 or other
No,
two.
you know-
You've definitely
know-
seen them on like Rooster Teeth
yeah, you know
podcasts and all
Kara.
that.
Kara.
Kara. Definitely know
Well,
Kara.
I knew her. Didn't she date
Aaron,
Tim or
you definitely
something? And then she left the
And-
company.
Yeah, she doesn't work for the company
Yeah.
anymore. She just does Ruby.
But I don't know the fourth one. I have zero idea.
Aaron, she's always on.
Well,
Always
it
Open
says
thing.
Jessica Negri's Ruby too.
Yeah, but Negri also has.
There's
her
like
own
nobody
thing.
of the real well, I mean they're real people too, but like
That's
none
the
of
part
the
that gets me too. Is like Rhode Island Comic Con's so much younger than
Mm.
Boston, yet they have more people, and they could just make
I
a
think
shit show.
they probably
Granted,
paid
I know
out.
they're hiring like an actual photo op thing this time, so hopefully,
There's, like-
and it's a different locale. I think both of them are different.
There's like nobody of like the because like I'd love to see Stan Lee, but
Yeah,
let's see.
Stanley's last appearance.
He's fucking like I think he's like $100, 120 for an autograph, 120 for a picture. Pass.
Stanley is pretty cool and
I'll just
everything.
put a picture on my
He's
screen
not
and just
that
take
cool.
a picture. Fuck that. I'll see him in a bunch of Marvel movies.
Well, I mean, like you could get him to talk about something. You could probably,
I guess.
probably chit chat for a little bit.
I don't know any of these Doctor Who people.
Yeah, Doctor
Who's-
Who, Vampire
Who's
Diaries.
Ian? I don't know who that.
He was
Tim
on
Curry.
Lost.
Charlie Cox
from Daredevil.
That's nothing. I'm not a big fan of Daredevil.
Okay, well, I am. It's the best rendition of Daredevil I've seen.
Oh yeah,
so-
good,
but
but-
that's like
And he's one of my favorite characters, kind of. So.
that's like comparing. Well, not comparing shits because the Daredevil movie shit. But that I mean the show is good, but season one
It's the
took.
best fucking one out of all of them.
I disagree.
Jessica Jones gives it a run.
I like I like Daredevil season 2 the best, but I like Jessica Jones season 1 like better than Daredevil season 1. But I guess Daredevil came first, so I guess that's kind of like a disadvantage.
Well, Daredevil's also the Arrow of that universe.
That's true.
Where it starts off super strong and everything, and then like they just add and add and add and add, and then he ends up looking like a fucking joke. Probably.
The Defenders comes
Then it
out in
turns
like
into a shit
let's
show.
say the 5th comes out in like 13 days.
So I should probably catch up on everything else.
I wouldn't watch.
What, define everything else.
Well, I mean, do you
All right, I'm
want
gonna
to?
pump
Do you
it all
want to
up.
watch Iron Fist?
I skipped.
I heard it
Iron
was
Okay,
Fist.
terrible.
what haven't you
I
watched?
watched one episode.
I
of
haven't
Iron Fist.
finished Jessica Jones.
Watch
Should
that.
finish
Daredevil season 2. Watch that.
I'm pretty sure I finished almost all of Daredevil season 2.
Luke Cage.
I watched
it's not,
all that. That wasn't bad. I
It
thought
wasn't
was pretty
bad.
good.
Iron Fist. I'm with Justin. You don't need to watch it, but
No. That was
at
so
the same-
bad.
I don't think it was bad. I just think it was bad compared to the other ones.
Maybe.
Because, like, I'd rather watch Iron Fist than,
why was he a creep for, like, 6 episodes, right?
I don't I don't know.
Who the fuck knows?
I heard that about Defenders.
Like, he just shows up in their houses and in the offices, and he's like, talk to me.
Well, I mean, technically, the offices are his offices, so...
Yeah.
That's still so
it's
weird.
still trespass.
And I think the house is technically his house, too.
Oh, my God.
I mean, it is. I don't know how that works when they think you're dead for 15 years or whatever. Iron Fist and his family. It's the fucking opening scene. Iron Fist and his family crash in a plane.
Okay.
So they think he's dead, but then he doesn't die. His family dies, and then, or you assume his family dies. I don't know if they actually die.
Sounds a little bit like Arrow.
Look at how quick Bruce Wayne got.
I don't know if you know about all superheroes. Their parents die.
Tragedy.
It's usually the death.
Is
Do
there?
any of them have parents that are alive? No.
Flash's dad's alive, but he's in jail.
Yeah.
Superman's mom, adopted mom.
I was gonna say, don't they die on Krypton?
Yeah.
Spider-Man's both his
His
parents.
uncle and aunt.
His uncle's dead.
gone.
His uncle's dead.
Uncle Ben is dead. I don't know if you ever watched the Spider-Man
every
movie.
time.
not in Homecoming. Well, he is dead, but we didn't get to see it. Is there any? There has to be a superhero with parents.
What about Green Lantern?
I don't know.
Who cares about Hal?
Hal comes from Earth, right?
Was Wonder Woman's parents? Wonder Woman's mom's alive? Well, she's a god. Isn't Zeus her dad? He's alive, technically. I don't
They
know.
also kind of made her out of clay, so can you really?
I don't know.
She's not a human.
No, she's a Amazon.
Typical ancient Greece stuff.
Typical DC.
Athena was born out of Zeus's head. So.
I'd like to say it's typical DC where they're just all super powered other than Batman. They're all just like gods. They're all gods. Flash is a god, not technically, but godly. Green Lantern can do whatever the fuck he wants. Superman, obviously. Wonder Woman. Martian Manhunter could change into anything he wants.
Martian
Aquaman.
Manhunter needs more fucking credit. Like, that shape-shifting shit's the...
I want to watch Supergirls. I don't know if Supergirl's any good now.
You can probably skip one. Just watch season 2.
Eli,
I feel like you can't skip.
I told Justin this, but I'm convinced they're trying to kill Arrow. Like 100%.
Are we done with the con before we go
No,
down this
well,
way?
okay, we'll go back to the con. I'll talk about Arrow after. So Kevin Smith, Jason, we're not going on Friday, so they don't matter. John Barrowman, I like.
Also, I don't really want to see Kevin Smith
but they're probably.
What's his price tag? Because that's
Kevin
that's
Smith,
factor.
price tag. He is to be announced or autograph 80 for picture. Oh, it's a duo picture.
Yeah, okay.
So it's him and
Jason Mewes.
Jason.
I like John Barrowman, but I probably wouldn't get.
John Barrowman's fucking hilarious. I told you when it was there, I saw him in the autograph line, and like the pen didn't work, and he just like hucked it behind the fucking thing.
But
and, like,
did you get a picture with him?
No, I didn't. I got a picture with Katie Lotz, Elizabeth Henstridge, and Caitlin Snow, Daniel Panabaker.
Yep, that's. I don't know who Alan. Do you know Alan
Tudyk? iRobot, Firefly.
Did you say iRobot?
He's the robot in Star Wars Rogue One.
He's been in a lot of stuff.
Oh, so his voice.
Not a huge name.
Knight's Tale.
Anthony Daniels.
He's Steve the Pirate.
Oh yeah, that's where I knew him
He's
from.
Steve the Pirate.
Steve the Pirate.
Damn it. I was trying to figure
now
it out.
that I look at it, yeah, that is Steve the Pirate, but I never would have noticed that.
Dude's
Granted,
a fucking chameleon. His filmography is crazy.
do you care about Anthony Daniels or
No,
Carl
he's-
Urban?
C-3PO guy's an asshole.
Ming-Na Wen, I don't really.
She's Mulan, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.
She's Mulan. Oh,
Mulan.
I don't know any. I've
But
never
isn't
watched
she
Buffy.
She's only Saturday.
You should definitely know who.
Yeah,
Eliza
she's only
Dushku
Saturday.
is.
Who is?
Well,
Eliza
Saturday's-
Dushku. She was everyone's crush when we were younger.
Yeah, I like
What was
so
she
hot.
in?
She was in the cheerleading movie.
Angel?
Buffy?
Buffy
Yeah.
the Vampire
Yeah, but what was
Slayer.
her? Didn't she have a spin-off of that?
I don't know.
Dark-
Maybe. Well, they say that
Dollhouse. I know she's in.
they say that James Marsters
Bring It On.
is Buffy and Angel, but then Eliza's just Buffy. So I don't know. Felicia Day, I don't really know anything about Felicia Day. I just seen
she
her on
does,
like
nerdy.
yeah, I've
stuff.
seen her on podcasts or
She was
listened to her
on
on
Rooster Teeth,
podcasts. Yeah, I think she was on Kind of Funny too, and maybe Funhouse.
What
I
does
don't
she
know.
do?
I think she's just like a.
She has like a. Doesn't she have like a role playing like Renaissance Fair type like miniseries or something?
I
that
don't
she
know.
did?
I will look it.
I think now she's more
I
like
feel
an
like I've
author.
heard the name, but I just don't
Day.
know. I don't remember seeing her.
Oh,
on
she was
Rooster
in
Teeth
Supernatural too.
Was she? I've never seen Supernatural, so that means nothing to me.
Yeah, me neither.
Her last Felicia Day Plays Prey. That was 2 months ago. She doesn't upload often, so I don't know what she does else otherwise.
She kind of reminds me of that redhead from All That.
Who's the redhead from All That?
Isn't it like Lisa something?
Something Beth.
No, that's Lori Beth.
Lori Beth.
That's no, that's nothing like her. But
Lisa Foils.
Are we talking like original cast of all that? Or are we
I
talking
don't
like
know what original? She was on all that. That's all I know.
Okay, well I don't know, maybe.
But she did like a thing in Miss Splosion Man. So
are you getting another picture with Katie Cassidy?
No, I think I'm good.
Wasn't your plan last year to look better and then get a picture with her the next year?
Lose weight and kind of like do the side by sides. Yeah, granted. I mean, I could probably. I don't know.
David Ramsey. I don't really care about Diggle. I'm guessing you guys don't
Just
care
go
about
up there and
Meatloaf.
Feel his fucking bicep.
Do you guys care about any
No,
rock?
no,
Okay, I'm just gonna skip over all these.
Tim Curry's he was like the original It.
Winnie the Pooh. Are you a big Winnie the Pooh guy, Eli?
All right. Can I just say something like a little off topic?
No, we stay on topic in these parts.
In second grade, I did the book report on a book of Winnie the Pooh that
Okay.
was called "Oh Bother," blah 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 blah. As the title.
Okay.
And I put that on there, and my fucking bullshit fucking teacher put a fucking like, no, it's brother. I'm like, no, it's not. She gave me like an 80, and I was like, fuck. I had hundreds up until then.
Would you guys get?
Fuck you. Do we get what?
Would you guys get a picture with a voice actor?
No.
I feel like there's no point.
Troy Baker or Nolan North?
Because
or
I don't
Jennifer
know
Hale?
any voice
I
actor.
guess. Well,
never
Jessica
wanted
Negri.
to-
Would you count Jessica
Oh,
Negri
no.
as a voice actor?
I wouldn't count the Ruby cast as
I
voice
wouldn't-
actors because they do a lot of
I know them
Teeth
from
stuff.
Rooster Teeth. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I wouldn't count them. But
I mean, like, I've never looked up, like, oh, who voices this character? I gotta know
But
who
you can
that is.
tell.
you
never-
could tell. You're
yeah,
like
You can. I
You can't tell Troy Baker or Nolan North at this point?
No.
no.
who knows that?
Nolan North?
Nolan North
Drake,
does.
Nathan Drake?
He doesn't. Have you played you started playing the Uncharted. Did you finish
Deadpool?
I
them?
don't remember anybody's.
Deadpool?
Uncharted.
Uncharted?
I wouldn't notice. No.
Why would you look it up? Who cares? You know it's Nathan Drake. I don't want to know the person.
I mean, it's kind of cool to know because he does like all kinds of things.
Also, Nolan North has acted on like Pretty Little Liars or one of those, or Nashville or something like that.
I've never seen either of those. Have
But,
you
like,
watched those?
No.
But for the voice actors, I would definitely just go autograph on, like, because they have like Veronica Taylor. I'd probably go like well, she probably doesn't voice.
I could see an autograph. But I'm not gonna do a photo op.
I would definitely do an autograph with a. Well,
Are you sure it's Ash's voice?
No, that's why I'm not. Well, that's why I'd
Probably
probably
just throw up a picture of the thing, and I'm like, oh.
But if I was gonna do that, I'd probably get like a Pokemon DVD signed or like a.
They are
Pokemon
airing.
card.
I think
You get a Pokemon card. Son.
Well, no, but she doesn't voice. I mean, I
You
guess.
could get that $1,000 fucking Charizard.
Did I? I can't
Yeah,
show you that.
you
I
told
told
me
you
about
about
it,
it though.
though, yeah.
I wish I could show you that.
I can just Google it.
It was.
Keep
It's
go-
on
keep-
Pawn Stars.
Let's keep knocking down this list, though.
Well, that's
Nolan
why I
North
was
is
talking
on
about Pokemon. It's right there.
Yeah.
We got Jim Cummings. They're probably not. Veronica Taylor. Like I would want a Pokemon DVD. Do you care about Steven Universe?
don't
Do you even
know.
know what that is?
No, there's Nolan North. He's big. Well,
See,
the
that's where
Futurama guy.
Like,
animated.
like right up there, I got the
Like John
Uncharted.
DiMaggio, if you ever had a chance to
I don't
meet
know who John DiMaggio
Marcus
is.
Phoenix, Adventure
I know who
Time.
he is now. Like I see. I probably wouldn't want a
robot from
picture with him.
Futurama.
Like I have
I
a
definitely wouldn't want a picture. Maybe an autograph.
One of the merchants in Destiny, the gunsmith.
like
How
Nolan
the
North.
fuck do you remember what a merchant in Destiny sounds like?
Because we did it like 3 weeks ago.
You should have heard him
That's
on
3
Marvel
weeks
the
ago.
other day. He was freaking out about who are you freaking out about?
What?
You were freaking out about some voice actor in Marvel Heroes. You're like, who the fuck is this? You're like, I gotta
Yeah,
find out.
I thought Black Cat was Lacey Chabert,
Mhm.
but it wasn't.
But for like Nolan
Because
North,
she's done Zatanna.
Nolan North, I have the Uncharted collection disc. I'd probably just want to get
I'd
that signed.
Signed, yeah. I would not do a photo op.
I like. Why do I want to?
Yeah, that's another thing. Like,
I'm not a big photo guy
do
anyway.
The autograph thing where you go in line and then you have to awkwardly talk to them for like 5 straight minutes, or do you just do the photo op where it's like, "Hey, how you doing?" Boom, boom, gone.
I'm more of a picture guy than an
Because
autograph
the
guy
picture
than a picture
also
guy.
lasts, so you
I-
can like prove that you were there.
Yeah,
I
definitely
granted
get a
the
picture with
autograph.
Some people. Depends on who it is. Jessica Negri, picture,
Okay.
autograph, selfie, all.
Because
three.
like this
Bang.
year,
She's gonna be in
Norman
cosplay,
Reedus
too.
is going to be at Rhode Island, and I have a Norman Reedus Daryl
Yeah,
pop figure.
Yeah, we're pretty much well.
Yeah, we're almost
Nolan
at the
North,
end.
Troy Baker, a huge voice actor. Jennifer Hale.
I would-
she's
definitely
I would
family
like
friendship.
that.
I'd definitely get
Why?
a diva sign.
But-
Because
okay.
we actually
You get the
we play shit
diva
out of it.
pop figure.
Yeah, and get that signed on the box.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That would be cool.
But you literally don't know her. It's just
yeah,
I mean,
but
you
I
could
know
sell
the
it.
voice.
But, yeah.
I hear the voice every time we play the game.
Keep going. It looks like Mario's
If
voice.
he's the voice of Mario, that'd be like I could get like Super Mario 64 with my
You
N64
can get a
cartridge.
Mario amiibo and get it signed.
I
That'd
could
be
do
cool.
that, but actually you can't find those. It's fucking really hard. Naruto, you're a Naruto
No.
guy.
I'm a big anime guy. Some of that
Attack
stuff
on
I
the
Oh,
like.
you gotta
Titan.
get the Dragon Ball Z fighting game because I'm thinking about it.
Probably.
You also said that about
Universe too.
Injustice.
Like Barbara Dunkelman, I guess I'd have to get a photo with her if I was like, what would I get her to sign?
Rooster Teeth.
Unless I took down my Pokemon fucking Rooster Teeth picture and just got him signed by everyone. That's my goal.
I mean, you could
Just
get her to sign a shirt, one of her shirts.
Just do the $20 selfie or something.
Yeah, I would definitely go with a picture with the
With
Ruby
Jessica
girls
Negri.
because we know them from
That's true.
Rooster Teeth and we watch their videos and all that stuff. Definitely get a photo.
That's true.
But I mean, if you were just a Ruby fan, would you?
Yeah, maybe like a Ruby DVD or like a Ruby
you could get something signed. Would
poster.
you care as much for a photo?
I don't know. That's like if Bryan Cranston was out there, would I get a picture with him
You'd
or
have
an
to go to San
autograph?
Diego or New
I
York.
100%.
I know.
I'd get both.
That's true. That'd be a fucking. That's probably my one instance where I'd get both and it'd just be fucking
'cause
super
it's
expensive.
Just Boston, it's $50 for just Saturday, and then
Yeah.
$75 for Daredevil's photo op.
I'm kind of upset that
He
David.
canceled.
Yeah, it's kind of upset David Hayter didn't go because I'd get like a Metal Gear Solid game signed or something like that. I like Metal Gear. I didn't finish 5, so I guess I'm kind of a hypocrite that I say I like Metal
I mean,
Gear.
I don't
but
blame you
It's
for not
tough to
finishing
finish all
5.
these games.
5 was a slog. Remember we did like a podcast like three attempts and I couldn't do that airport one. I kept getting caught.
No. Oh wait, yeah, I think I
Where I
remember.
was like,
Yeah.
I would sit in the back of the truck for like 45 minutes.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah, I
then,
remember.
I'd pop
Didn't
up
you have to
and
get into the
some ass-
base?
I
think
had,
you
to,
get
I
into
had
a
to
base.
extract the guy without killing anybody, so I just had to trank everybody, and it took forever just to. Have
So I
him
think
set up.
I'm down to go to Boston. I just don't know who I'm gonna get yet.
That's fine.
So I kind of. Do you want to go on?
Even that, just fucking painting the art. I kind of want to look at the art
See, but
again,
the
but this
art-
time I want to be more. I got a lot of art I shouldn't have.
My
got.
whole. I'm gonna move away from the mic for a second. All my art. I can't even open the straw. All my art sitting right fucking here.
Like that Reaper one, you should have fucking hung up.
Like this, I want to hang up. Leah, look at this
Miles
fucking
Morales?
picture.
I gotta get frames for mine. That's the tough part.
That's what I haven't done.
At least you got the frames that I told you to get. So.
No, I got that at Michael's
Those
or
are-
something like
those
that.
Are the best ones to get. They're
Yeah, but
easy.
then I just gotta then my there's like how many pictures do we
You
get?
have a lot of wall space.
I do have a
do have a lot of wall space.
but how many pictures do we? I feel like each of us got like 12 each.
Well, you could do the thing too, where you just put like 3 of them in the one frame and then just keep swapping them out.
I could do that.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Because I thought about that. Because there's a few where I'm like, why the fuck?
we
did I get
definitely went crazy on the art there though.
Because they always hit you with a
Some of
deal.
that art's fucking nice though.
Well, we did a deal together. What do we get? Like buy like 5 and get like 4 free or something like that. And we're like,
Or it was
well,
like buy 8 for like $5 or something.
there was
like,
something where we rock paper scissors to get
Yeah.
that extra one, and I won.
Yeah, which probably
Got
good
it.
in hindsight.
Right.
Rock paper scissors champion. But for Rhode Island, I think I'm getting the VIP pass. I swear to God.
I mean,
Look,
Why? What is the VIP pass?
you get the fast pass for all the autograph lines, and then you get a bunch of other stuff. I could go look it up, but I don't really want to right now. But just get you a bunch of shit. But there's so many people of the headliners that I want to see.
Run them down real quick.
Norman Reedus, I want to see. Michael Coulter, I'm not really a big fan of Luke Cage, but I mean maybe.
He's also the guy in Master or Halo 5.
Is he?
Spartan Locke.
Oh, really? I mean,
How
maybe
the
now.
fuck do you know
I have a
this?
big. I went to
Fill my head with a lot
GameStop,
of-
and this was when I was into the big like collecting pop figures and stuff, and they were selling Locke in like a big character in the package for like $10,
Really?
and I was like, meh.
I mean, the
buy
armor's
it?
cool, but
Yeah, it's sitting in my closet. I don't have any place to put it.
Oh.
Dave Bautista, I want to get. I like wrestling. Plus, I like Guardians of the Galaxy. Obviously, John Bernthal.
Yeah.
He's in
Punisher
Chuck?
and Walking Dead.
yeah, he's like one of John Casey's like old crew where that comes back at one time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like one episode.
John
but-
Bernthal, obviously, I love The Punisher and I love Walking Dead, so I get him. Dolph Lundgren, you guys into Dolph Lundgren?
No.
That's
No.
the guy from Rocky, right?
Rocky and Arrow
Yeah.
season 5.
And The Punisher.
Was he in the Punisher?
I think
Oh,
he
yeah,
was
yeah,
the
yeah.
Punisher, the original Punisher. Yeah,
He wasn't the original
He was the
Punisher.
big guy that goes in the building and torches.
Probably.
maybe. Val Kilmer. I'm not a big Val Kilmer guy. John,
What? You didn't love Top Gun?
never seen Top Gun.
Good, don't.
I should just make a topic of movies I haven't seen. That'll just be a fucking
Yeah.
hour straight of
And
you
then-
guys just being like, really,
Let's
really.
Just have Justin talk himself into a coma.
John Cusack. Is that Cusack? Is it Cusack? I don't even know who he is, to be
His
quite
wife
honest
is
with
Jesse
you.
from Toy Story.
I
You don't
mean,
know John Cusack?
I don't.
2012, Hot Tub Time
Oh, I did
Machine,
like 2000. I didn't see Hot Tub Time Machine.
High Fidelity is his best movie.
No.
Okay.
Gene Simmons. I love Kiss, so I'd probably go Gene. Well, because there's so many people
That's
I
gonna
want.
Be expensive.
Oh, you want to find out? Of course, it's not clickable. I'll look it up later. I love Gene Simmons and Kiss, though. Is that who the fuck is Jason Isaacs?
He's the guy from Harry Potter.
I know that.
I don't know. I don't care.
Malfoy, isn't Malfoy the?
Malfoy's the little kid, but he's his dad.
Oh, he's the dad. Okay. So I was like, isn't that the guy on Flash?
Yeah. But his dad. Yeah.
Just do you watch Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
That's Justin Roiland. I don't know who he is.
I'd get him to sign something. I wouldn't get a photo.
Oh yeah, Freddie Prinze Jr. I'm guessing.
Mass Effect 3, Scooby Doo.
Who is he in Mass
Weird
Effect
Al.
3?
He was the super muscly guy that does the pull-up challenge with you in Mass Effect 3.
Is a push-up challenge you have to do, or is that just
pull-up?
Okay, back to is that something
it
you have to do?
No, because you can. It's just really,
Okay, I probably didn't
really
do
tired.
it. Last night when we were playing, you were probably in the party where Justin's like, that game takes forever to finish. It's like, your definition of finish and my
Mine is
definition,
way
completely
Well,
different.
the way you've been pumping through. If you fucking level 5 characters up to 60 and you've already prestige Hulk.
I'll finish this game probably
I can't
next
believe- I
month.
can't see you not finishing it.
What, 100%ing it?
Yeah.
I want 100% this, like, do you have the controller? Pass me that controller.
How do you even play that game so often?
It's so-
all you do
That's
is
what I
you
don't
sit
get. I've
there
taken a
and-
few days.
All
though.
you do is you sit there and you Hulk smash everything.
It's just a
You don't use
basic
any other
game.
moves.
And like whenever people aren't on, he just like kills thing every 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'll
to
just
get
sit there and
the
just
splinter. I'm like,
just to get
"That's boring."
splinters. Well, no, because usually when I'm not playing with anybody, I'm just editing things on my computer.
Oh,
So I just
okay,
sit there and then pick it up and fucking do something. Where is a cheat? Oh, this isn't really. I guess I'll just talk through it.
Eli, you got Rhode Island up? Keep running through the people.
Oh, sorry.
I think we already ran through it.
No, we didn't. No, we really
No,
didn't.
we didn't.
There's
Oh, I don't have
Robert.
Rhode Island. Sorry.
Robert Englund. I don't know who that is. I'm guessing that's.
Oh, that's the
What's
original Freddy.
Okay, I was gonna say Sting. I love Sting. Weird Al. I love Weird Al.
Weird Al is pretty cool.
Hardware stuff.
Do you guys like the Green Power Ranger?
The old one, the one that did karate.
The one that didn't he almost get killed a few months ago, or someone tried killing him at a
think
con?
Someone tried killing him for real.
I think so.
I don't know that story.
So back to Marvel, just because this is why I was bringing up 0.01% have 100%.
All of them have been rare. It's
that's
weird.
That's why I want 100% this game.
Probably
I
just
mean, I
because
do.
it didn't just come out on Xbox though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
so
that's
that's
also
why.
why I like it because it's hard, like an actual achievement that means something.
Oh, you still haven't gotten shocked to the
Wow,
system.
there are a lot of guests.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
I-
what I'm
I saw
talking
the
about. Like,
big
why
one.
the fuck? Like, it's Rhode Island's like fourth
Like they
year.
had the
I
girl
think.
from Gotham.
Do you want to go the speed round where I just name off people and you stop me
People
if it's
from
anyone
Stranger.
you care about? Adrian Paul, Amanda Bierce,
Why don't you
Andrew.
just pick people that we know stuff?
Yeah, just
Okay.
So the girl.
Well, I don't know.
Selena,
Justin's
Selena
mind is
Paul
just
from
filled with just a
Gotham.
bunch of
That's
stuff.
Justin's mind.
Just this actually brings up another topic. Maybe I'll
Selena
bring it up
Paul, right?
after.
That's
what?
Catwoman, Selena
Yeah.
Paul.
Selena Kyle.
Selena Kyle from Gotham.
Selena.
That would be. I mean,
Um,
would you feel
Well, they
weird
also
taking?
got-
Stranger
This is.
Things.
I have a weird question.
That's pretty huge.
Would you feel weird taking a picture with a little kid that's famous?
a little
Kinda.
bit.
That's kind of
Like she's like.
She
not,
might be
not
a-
to sound creepy, but she's probably gonna be a stunner when she has like she's gonna have a long career probably.
She's probably close to 18. I would assume. Maybe.
I don't know.
If I was
I'm
a
gonna look her up.
guy, I would definitely feel weird. If I was a girl, maybe not.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, the chick from Joe Dirt.
the fucking guy from Gotham, David
Mouse.
Who's that black guy? Carl.
Carl Weathers.
Yeah, he was on the original or Predator.
Never seen.
Oh,
He's the guy that gives like
Yeah,
Arnold
yeah.
the super manly like
High five
fucking high.
thing.
Yeah.
So it seems
Oh, no,
like the
she's-
cast of Stranger
she's
Things gonna
18.
be there.
Oh, cool.
Legal.
Didn't look
You
into
can
it.
call her hot now.
Joey
Yeah.
Fantone from NSYNC.
Yeah, I'm a
Joey
big,
Fatone, yeah, that's
big,
such a
big
random one.
NSYNC fan.
Eric
What is this
Stolhines
guy from?
Super Troopers and Bearfest. Which one?
Oh,
Revenge of the Nerds.
Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah,
And
okay.
He
looks
does
like
the
the
nerd
prin-
TV show too.
he looks like the principal from New Girl.
I was gonna say he looks really, really familiar. Lou Ferrigno. I like King of Queens, but I've never seen him as the Hulk. I know
Okay.
I've never seen that. Like I know he's the
I
Hulk.
Love You Man.
I've seen I Love You,
When
Man.
Ja-
I don't remember him
When
in
Jason
there.
Segel fights him.
I don't remember him.
He's so strong.
Oh, the kid
Uh,
from the Goonies.
They have a lot of Walking Dead. Where are them? Did they get rid of all the Walking Dead people?
Maybe
Well,
they're
you went.
coming
Most of them
soon.
are at the top that you already went by. They have a different segment at the bottom, but
Well, no, because okay. I was gonna
Walking-
say
they have their own.
I was gonna
segment.
say because they have the governor.
no.
they
Look
have
at look at scroll down a little bit more though.
yeah,
Star Wars like completely fucking blank. Like if they get Daisy Ridley.
yeah,
and,
because they've been
who's
doing
the-
weeks.
Who's Finn?
John
John Boyega.
Yep.
And then Oscar Isaac, who played Apocalypse too, even though that was a
Well, no, they
shit
have
movie.
like all the top tier people from Walking Dead, other than Rick, Carl, and Lauren Cohen. Yeah, they have fucking
yeah, yeah.
Ezekiel, Morgan, Abraham, who's dead. I don't even know why. I mean,
Jeremy
no
Palco.
Michonne though.
yeah, no Michonne. That's true too.
Who's Jeremy Palco? The third guy.
The
don't
guy who got you're not gonna watch Walking Dead. The guy that got stabbed by Negan. That was Spencer.
That's Spencer.
That's Spencer.
That looks nothing like Spencer.
I'm pretty sure that's Spencer.
I
Maybe
don't
I'm
know,
wrong.
dude. That doesn't look like Spencer.
I could
to
be
me.
very, very wrong. Jeremy Palco? I guess we'll go back. Why doesn't he have a wiki? The fuck?
He's not good.
Not
enough.
good enough.
I mean, does this tell you who he
Definitely
is?
Not Spencer.
He was in Bloodline.
Andy? Who's Andy?
I don't know. That's why it was weird. I had no
I
idea
thought he
who
was
that
Spencer for the longest time.
That's not Spencer. That looks nothing like
So
Spencer.
have
probably shouldn't
Jesus.
get anything side from him.
This
Who
is
the hell
like
is Michael Kosk.
who? Oh, that's the guy. He's like a famous zombie, pretty much. He's always dressing
so maybe
up as
this
a
other
zombie.
guy's a zombie too.
Who?
Michael Palco.
Andy?
No, his name is Andy.
Well, I don't know who he is.
Me either, but that's like the top tier fucking.
He is not top tier.
Not him, but look at Shane, fucking
oh
governor.
yeah, Shane, Jesus.
Ezekiel, Morgan.
Isn't only one of them
That's-
still alive?
Ezekiel's alive.
Ezekiel's
Morgan.
alive,
Bernthal's
These two.
gone. Governor's
Dow,
gone.
Yeah.
Jesus.
See, that's where I'm stuck. Do I for John Bernthal? Do I go
You should
Punisher
go Punisher.
or do I go Shane?
No, Shane. Oh, he's iconic as Shane.
He's also like
He's
his
the best
Punisher is
Punisher
the
I've ever
fucking.
seen.
He's great too.
And I love
No, he's,
Punisher.
he's good.
He's the best
actor.
fucking thing I've ever seen.
What are you talking about? Like what you get autographed?
Yeah, do I go autograph for Punisher or Walking Dead?
Both. He'll sign both. It's quick. Bang, bang,
I
boom.
think it. I mean, I've never done it, but I feel like it's just
Or just
one.
find a comic where the Punisher crossed over with Walking Dead.
I don't think that's a thing.
Coming soon.
This bottom of this list is just like I mean, Rob Schneider. I'm not gonna get
Yeah,
Rob Schneider,
nope.
but
Do you think the
the
guy
RoboCop guy,
from Boondock
Sam
Saints, Sean
Jones?
Patrick Flannery, is kind of
Oh,
like pissed
he
that
was in Airplane.
Roman
He's
Reedus
also
is
the
more
dad from
popular
Homeward
than him
Bound.
who?
now? Sean Patrick Flannery. They were in the Boondock Saints together. That guy right there.
I don't know. I've never
Never
seen the Boondock.
Saints?
Do you-
Great movie.
I could probably go on this list of what they've been in. I've probably seen like 2. And it might help that Rob Schneider was probably in both of them.
Rob Schneider is so
Oh,
far down
Flash?
on this list.
It's in alphabetical order.
He's not even on like the top. Wasn't the top thing like?
Well, these are probably like we paid a shit ton of money to get them to
You don't
show
think
up.
Rob Schneider should be a headliner?
No,
No.
absolutely not. Actually,
15 years ago, maybe.
yeah, maybe with what is it, Big Daddy? When Big Daddy came out,
No,
maybe.
what's that one where he turns into a girl?
When did he
Oh,
turn into a
I
girl?
know
With like
talking
Rachel
about,
McAdams.
yeah.
And,
Is that a movie of his own or an
Anna
Adam
Faris.
Sandler movie?
No, that was by himself.
I don't know many of his own movies other than
And it had,
Deuce
it
Bigelow.
had the middle Lawrence brother as like the boyfriend.
Is it not Deuce Bigelow?
No,
No.
it's
That
I
makes
felt
no
like
sense.
he would have been a headliner, but
Yeah, like Justin said, 10, 15 years ago,
Flash
maybe.
Gordon, Sam
Oh!
Jones.
From Ted.
It's a shame that Patrick Stewart.
LeVar
He probably
Burton.
doesn't.
You think Mika's gonna show?
Probably.
I really hope so. LeVar Burton's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Star Trek.
Oh, I like him.
Imagine getting hired for a job because your dad was.
That's not like the Star Trek I want. I want like the new Star Trek.
Yeah, but
Like if fucking Pine showed up.
But
he
how
was
much
probably-
money do you think they make from just older Star Trek fans
Yeah,
that are just
probably.
like, I'm showing
I
up?
just
'cause
watched. I just watched Star Trek Beyond like this week, and like they actually have like a part where they. Do you care about spoilers? Like
What are we talking about?
Star Trek? So like
You said spoilers. I
the
was like, wait,
current,
maybe.
the current Spock, like the old Spock. There were like 2
Mhm.
Spocks, and like the older one, who was Leonard Nimoy, like died in the movie, even though he died in real life too. So they like had a part where like the Spock was like reminiscing, and it was like he picked up a picture, and it was like that old cast, and it was pretty cool. But other than that,
Rey
But-
Mysterio's gonna be there.
yeah, I saw that. I was like,
oh
ooh.
man,
Big Rey Mysterio.
Bret Hart.
Yeah, but that's pretty much. Oh yeah, Power Rangers. They had the Kimberly, the Pink Ranger at Boston Comic Con last year, but I just kind of like walked by. I didn't really.
Is there like, there's more. I thought this was the end. I was like, what the fuck what am I missing? Go Power Rangers.
And then wrestling, yeah.
Revenge of the Nerds.
Boondock
No, I don't.
Saints. See?
Norman Reedus. How much do you think they paid Norman Reedus to show up to this?
As much as he's gonna get for
A
Death
lot.
Stranding.
You know, Walking Dead really fucking did a lot for him.
Obviously.
Holy shit.
He can't be killed off anymore in that show or people are going to fucking revolt.
Yeah, no. Unbelievable.
He's never going to be killed fucking again.
They probably put him in there and they're like, oh, we'll get this white trash character. People are going to hate him. He'll be cool for a little while, kill him off. And then everyone fucking loved him.
They had to have said that.
That must have been what it was. Literally.
Because he's not that good looking.
No, not at all.
But
When
that's
he-
what
when
girls
he's
say.
crying, he's literally the worst looking person I've ever seen in my entire life.
But you give somebody a fucking crossbow, they become the sexiest
He's a
fucking buddy.
badass.
Yeah. I'm
Where
surprised
is-
they didn't have his brother on there too. I think at one point.
Michael Rooker?
Yeah, I like Michael.
He was on
Rooker.
Screen Junkies. Did you see that?
No.
He's just in a bunch of random Screen Junkie stuff now. It's so
Cool.
fucking random. But
Yeah,
the VIP...
At some point, we should like go like through like San Diego and New York because they're fucking huge.
Probably go to them.
Huge.
I want to go... Events I want to go to is San Diego Comic-Con and RTX.
I want to go to both of those too.
And I want to go to
Yeah, when are
Australia
they?
and Europe.
San Diego Comic Con.
Catch my
Just went
Pokemon.
by.
Right. So we should plan for that for next year.
It's going to be
That'd be
expensive.
I don't give a shit.
I mean, I'm probably down.
I want to go to RTX real bad too.
I kind of do, but Austin's expensive.
Who cares?
My
Just
wallet.
Wait until they come here. Barbara's here.
They're not gonna come here.
I told Justice because when
like Jeff and somebody here.
Yeah, I want to go for the RTX experience.
maybe like
Like
PAX or
everybody.
something.
Well, the RTX experience isn't. There's a lot of stuff that's not Rooster Teeth.
True.
There's a lot of.
You can also
Justin
watch it
Bieber.
just on.
She's gonna be here
A lot
next
of the filthy
week.
casual girls.
Well, when
too.
Justin asked me about Boston, he's like, "We can see Barbara." I was like, "I don't really want to see Barbara. I want to see
Really?
like
Oh,
I want
you
to see
wanna
Bernie,
Barbara? I
Gus,
definitely wanna see
Jeff,
Bernie, Jeff,
Gavin,
and Gus.
and
Gavin.
Michael. I guess I used to like Michael, but now I still like him, but it's not as like watching
Yeah,
his rage quits
Jeff,
are
Gus,
fucking awesome.
Bernie, and Gavin would be my top people to see.
Me too. Like maybe Joel. I'd like to meet Joel, but not really.
Joel's getting weird to me.
He's always been weird. I don't think he's just getting
but it was
weird.
like charming and funny. But like now they try to pull him into stuff, and it's just like, no, your time.
Gets a little weird.
But
Stay on the back end.
The VIP pass for
Caboose
Rhode
and
Island
that's
is $140.
What else do you get with it?
You get a 3-day pass, obviously, early admission, private VIP entrance and lounge, 3 exclusive RI Comic-Con show prints, a swag bag, special mystery gift. Don't know what that means.
$140.
Yeah, a discount coupon for Rhode Island Comic-Con branded merchandise, 1 exclusive Rhode Island Comic-Con comic book, and autograph fast pass line.
That's not bad. If you're gonna get a lot of autographs,
That's what I'm thinking. But then if you look at prices and stuff, I don't really want to look at prices right now. I don't even know if they have
We're
them.
running long.
But just like there's so many there's so many top tier headliners where like if you want to get all of them,
If you're going headliners, you should get.
Yeah,
the VIP
that's
pass
why I'm
because
debating it.
That
Is
Gal
only
that
for
Gal
autographs,
Gadot
or is
line
it
was
for pictures too.
I think pictures. Well, no, it says autograph fast pass.
If it was for pictures too, and like you could get a group shot with like Walking Dead or some shit like that, 100% I would do it.
But even like right here, just the top tier ones. I want Norman, Dave Bautista, John Bernthal, and I can probably
and they're
You
gonna
want
be
an
they're gonna be in the
autograph, or
main
would you want a
theater. So
picture?
an autograph. And I can probably convince my dad to give me money to get Gene Simmons because he's a huge Kiss fan too. So
and
I
you
can
can, you
just
can
be
always
like,
be that asshole too. That's like, hey, do you mind like a quick selfie?
yeah. I don't know if I'd like being that kind of asshole, but
No, yeah.
I think that's why they added it to the Boston. That's
Probably.
$20 to get a selfie because they're sick of people doing it.
probably. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
No, we're
I'm
gonna
gonna
do that other topic.
No, this other topic's just like something I can just bring up whenever, so I'll just use that at another point. It's just me and Louis argue about it for like an hour, and I was like, Louis, you need to be on a podcast. He's like, I'm not a big into podcasts. I'm like, Louis, you would be I told Eli about this perfect person. He just has general knowledge about anything and everything, and he's just fucking goofy. And I was like, you just need to do it once. And he's like, I don't know, maybe. Because when I invited him to record today, and I was like, first I said play video games. He's like, yeah. I'm like, by the way, we're gonna be recording. He's like, oh, and he just seemed like off about it. But then he's still gonna come. But that is gonna do it for this week's podcast. This comes out every Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern. I got it this time, Justin. I don't remember the fucking lingo, whatever the fuck. What do they call it? The rigmarole? Isn't that what they call it? That's what they. Isn't that?
Yeah,
That's definitely
it's
what they call
actually
it.
a word.
So if you like this video, give it a like down below. I'm going to be putting it on podcast services eventually. I think it takes like a week to get on podcast services, but I will be doing it. So make sure to subscribe to our channel, like, share, do all that kind of stuff. I don't want to be that kind of guy, but I think you got to be that kind of guy that
everyone
just
does.
says that's, yeah, I know. I don't like being that guy. It's like, oh, share and like and subscribe and do all this stuff. But we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.